You ask yourself whether it's a good idea to tell anyone about your writing. The question we are going to discuss can be separated into 3 realms. First, your identity. Second, your family and friends. And third, your professional circle. Now, if you work on being a writer, you are working on developing a new role, but there's multiple roles you pick up in your everyday life. You're not only playing the role of a writer, you're also a friend, you're a partner. All of these roles make up your identity. All of these roles are used by you to interact with other people. Your best friend would regard you as the role friend. Your spouse would regard you as the role partner. But now there's a discrepancy. In the second realm of family and friends, this realm knows about your roles. So there is a potential conflict in introducing a new role. They now need to understand a new part of your identity. When you are trying to develop a new role, it's very important that you believe in the possibility of being a writer. But is it enough to just tell yourself that you have that new role? It could be useful to tell your family and friends about your new role that you are trying to play, because they are actually able to reflect that role back to you. That makes you able to believe in yourself that you can actually play the role of a writer. This can be daunting sometimes. I'm not even sure if I can regard myself as a writer. And to be frank, at this point of my journey, I only told a handful of people of my writing, and I started writing in 2019. In the interaction between Realm 1 and Realm 2, there's a potential conflict. For example, if you tell your parents about that you want to quit your job and become a writer, they may be concerned about how you earn money, because I have to admit that it's hard to earn money as a writer. These concerns can potentially distract you in becoming a writer. So up to this point, we covered 2 aspects. We covered the aspect of self-belief. In that sense, it might make sense to tell anyone, but there's also the potential that the concerns of people closest to you might distract you from reaching your goal. Sometimes people want recognition for taking up a new role. I have to admit that I made the same mistake. And what came from that? Nothing. I didn't receive the recognition I want. So if you are thinking about telling your family and friends, think about the reasons why you are doing that. Are you trying to reinforce your role? Do you want recognition? Or do you need support? But there's a third realm, your professional circle. And this circle pretty much depends on your new role. They just see your role as a writer. It could be your publisher, it could be your agent, but first and foremost, it's your audience. In my opinion, the most important mechanism of interacting with your professional circle is your work. But let's go back to the question of whether you should tell anyone that you are a writer. In interacting with the third realm, the question becomes nonsensical, right? You just tell this professional circle through your work. As you know your family and friends, you can make an informed decision of whether it makes sense to tell them. And if you find yourself just wanting recognition for days and days refining your work, maybe years working on a novel, if you feel that urge, take a step back and realize the most important recognition that you want as a writer is your audience's recognition, not from the people who regard you as a friend or a partner. Of course, it's great if you can share with them your success, but if you are working on becoming a writer, the only interaction you should focus on is the recognition from your audience. So I beg you to concentrate all of your energy on that interaction, on your work. And if there is the point in your journey that you need emotional support, tell someone who supports you no matter what. And then concentrate your energy and focus on your work.